Okay, hello everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm so excited for tonight because a lot of our team has been wanting to learn how to work Instagram better because we've seen about how much it can do for your business, and some people are just a little confused on what to do, how to do it, all the things. So I asked Alyssa to kind of teach some of her tips and tricks so that we can learn how to do Instagram better. So if you guys have questions about anything, put them in the chat. And I will make sure that they are answered. But Alyssa, if you want to go ahead and share your story, and then we can hop right into the questions.
Okay, can you hear me? Good. Okay, hi, I am Alyssa. I'm a double diamond, and I have been with the company for just a little over, it was 2 years in August. So I actually got started with Erin Campman, and it was through not like a giveaway post, because we didn't really do giveaway posts back then, but she was giving away samples. And so I tried the greens and got started like on the spot after I tried them. It was one of those, I talked to my husband, and he wasn't my husband at the time, but my boyfriend at the time, and got started that same night. And yeah, I enrolled him a week after. So enroll your husband's boyfriend, significant other. That is like one of the main things. But yeah, I promoted to Ruby. I went to conference that year. So I got started in August, went to conference that February, and actually promoted to Ruby the day we got to conference. And then the next year, last year, I went to conference as a diamond, and then I promoted to double diamond in, I think it was April, and then I promoted Landon to diamond in May. And 2019 was such a hills and valleys year. We had our daughter, we had a miscarriage, I guess we got married in 2018. So it's just the past like 2 years have been nonstop crazy. I went through 2 different jobs. I started this. So it's definitely been a roller coaster, but I've learned so much, and it's just amazing how much I've grown through the hills and valleys of my business, and I'm so excited for 2020 and what's coming. So that's where I'm at now with things.
Yeah. Is your computer like on a blanket or something? It's really fuzzy. It sounds, well, wait, it's better. Whatever you just did, it's better. It was really fuzzy, but it's fine now.
Are we good now?
We're good. I think that was so weird. I don't know if maybe it was just on my end, but it just kind of sounded like fuzzy. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know. I never know with Zoom. Guys, like sometimes like the voice, like you don't move anything and it's like, all right, it's better. And then I don't know. It's just crazy. But let's just hop right into it. Do you want me to kind of like go through the questions and like you answer each one, or do you just want to kind of like go or whatever? Oh, you're muted now. Hold on. I just unmuted you. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. It says your speaker's not working on my end, so maybe it is my computer. I don't know.
I can
but you can just ask me questions. That's okay. Totally fine.
So the first thing that people want to know is, how often do you post and what do you post?
So I used to, when I first got started, I posted about every day. I mean, I feel like that was what you're supposed to do, 2 years ago. But now, since the algorithms have changed and things aren't in chronological order now, I don't post every day. I probably post every few days. So like I posted today, and then I think the last time I posted was like 3 days ago. But I would say more quality over quantity. So I spend quite a bit of time on my posts. I'll spend a half hour on a post and make sure the quality of my pictures are good, and I'll make sure the caption's good, it's attracting, it's, people are going to be moved by it. It's not going to be just a quick post to throw up just to get a post up. I want to make sure on Instagram that I'm sharing good quality feed, and it's things people are going to be intrigued by, that are going to attract people. This is all attraction marketing. So everything. I always tell my distributors, make sure your pictures are good quality and you have something to show. It's not just a picture you took 5 minutes ago and you slapped a filter on it that, doesn't even fit your page, and then you posted it just to post it. Make sure you're posting it with, make sure it's good quality, I guess, is just my biggest tip. Don't just rush and post stuff, because Instagram is it is a highlight reel, but you want your feed to look good and uniform. And so that's, I guess, with posting, more quality versus quantity now, since everything's not, in a timeline order.
Okay. So what would you say to someone that they're like, well, I don't do my hair and makeup every day, or I don't get ready every day? What would you tell them for that?
So I stay at home every day with a 6-month-old, so I never get ready. And that's totally fine. You can post, on your social media if you're in, sweats and no makeup, because that's life and that's relatable, but just, make sure you're taking it in good lighting, and you're somewhere in your house that's bright and you can see your faces and stuff, because that's what people want to see, is your face and you. And if you have kids, share those. But definitely, even now, like, I have sweatpants on, but I put a nice shirt on. So when I take pictures, I don't get all dressed up and ready to go for the day. Like, I'll put some makeup on, do my hair, throw a nice shirt on, take a picture. And I'll do that like while she's napping or something. And then I'll switch shirts and take another picture, and I'll take so many in one day. And then I have posts for, all week. Or if I am somewhere, like we're at church or something, I'll have Landon take like 5 pictures of me, and I'll hold like my daughter. I'll have to take a picture with him. Like, take pictures when you're dressed up and you're going somewhere, or make it simple and just take pictures at home with good lighting. And like, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Lighting is key.
Yeah. A lot of people mistake, and I know I did too, when people started saying like, oh, make sure you post good quality pictures. I'm like, well, shoot, I have to do my hair and makeup all the time. And that's not exactly what good quality means. It means a crisp picture, good lighting, and like an actual picture where you can see your face. If you don't want it to look very pixely or dark or whatever, good quality doesn't mean perfectly curly hair and fake lashes. Like, that's not necessarily what is needed. Okay, so what do you do for your Instagram stories?
So for my stories, I'm pretty consistent every morning about posting, if I'm doing celery, coffee. I did a cleanse this week. So I'm always posting something in the mornings about the products I'm using. If I happen to do like BFF during the day or something, or collagen, I'll post about those. I haven't posted about my skincare yet. I need to do that because I'm just getting into a routine of doing that now. So I'll start posting my story about my skincare routine in the morning and in the evenings. But definitely sharing the products you use is huge. And obviously now, like, sharing videos is one of the most important things. So if you're making your coffee, a video of you just, putting in your Keurig, showing the coffee what it is, maybe just explaining it, or, changing it up every day. So one day you're just doing like a fast forward video of you making your coffee. The next day you're talking about the benefits of the coffee. And then, the next day it's just a picture of you holding it. Just changing it up, but keeping it the same. You're talking about the same thing. And that's what I notice is people come to me and they're like, okay, what is this coffee you keep talking about every single morning? Like, it's nonstop. Every morning they're going to see a picture of my coffee, whether I'm on the go, at home. We're leaving tomorrow to just start driving down to Florida. I'm going to have my coffee with me on the go. I'm going to probably have Landon take a video of me making it in the car because it's so easy. But products are huge, when you're using them. And then I just post about, what I'm doing throughout the day. And I think that's huge too. People think your stories have to be all about the business, but people don't want to just see, business after business after business posts. Make sure you incorporate your life and what you're doing. So right now, like, our goats are kidding and stuff. So I have people messaging me all the time, like, oh my gosh, your goats are so cute. Like, people love watching that kind of stuff. I don't know. People love watching, animals and like fun stuff. And they know that's what I do, and that's me, and that's my lifestyle. So people follow me for that reason. And so people want to see that. They don't want to just see, you know, the business I do. Yeah, it's cool that I can incorporate my business into my lifestyle and people see that as well, but you want to tie it all together. So, you know, I'll post on my story about me taking Hazel outside with the goats while working my business, or, you know, taking my coffee outside with me, or just posting about, you know, me hanging out with Hazel in the house. My daughter's Hazel. I probably should say that so you know what I'm talking about.
You guys, I hope you are seeing and like understanding that it doesn't need to be this super complicated, perfect anything. It's really just being consistent with sharing your products, sharing the opportunity, and sharing your life. I have people that message me all the time and they're like, hey, like, I don't think I'll ever be interested in what you do, but I love your pugs.
Mm-hmm.
What is like unique about you? Do you have dogs? Do you have a kid? Do you have a weird job? Like, what is something that is unique to you? And then share that. I have a sideline who is a scrub nurse, or like a I don't know, she's like in surgery rooms, and she posts about that all the time, and people like to see that because it's like behind the scenes of that. Like, just figure out what is unique about you and share that, because people want to see you. You don't need to be like Alyssa to be successful on Instagram. You don't need to be like Cheyenne Knox or something. Like, you just need to be you. That's really all it is. So do you do host to post on Instagram? And if you do, how?
Yeah, so I love doing host to post on Instagram. I think honestly that's the past few months been, and it probably because I've done a lot more focusing on that, but it's been a lot better than doing the products on Instagram and on Facebook, just because you can make them so attractive on Instagram, and I mean, where they draw people's attention so easy. I will do the giveaways that we do as a team on Instagram. I'll post, you know, cute giveaway posts on my feed, and then whenever people comment, I will just send them a post to put up on their story. So I'll do like a potential distributor post looking for influencers, brand reps, anything like that, you know, say now hiring, but make them look cute. I make them in the Over app, and make them attractive. You know, say you have to be 18, you can make, you know, $500 to $2,000 a month, but definitely making them attractive on your story, and sharing them that way versus, you know, last year at this time, I was having people post them on their feed, and it was like cleanse product posts and stuff. And now it's everyone watches stories. So I just started doing some product posts to put on my stories too, and I shared them with my team. So I haven't really done the products as much in my stories, but I'm really going to start. I made some good ones that I think are going to take off. So I'm excited to start using those. I'll probably start sending them out tomorrow too, and just switching up between PDT and PLC host to post. I try to make it pretty even, and I base it off of, you know, if this girl is a blogger, you know, influencer or something, and she has a really good page, probably going to give her a potential distributor host to post, because I know she's going to have a lot of other, you know, influencers and people that like her style following her. So, you know, if there's a girl who's into fitness, PLC post, put it on our page. So I use that as well.
Yeah. So do you have a specific number of host to post that you try to get up every day on Instagram?
It kind of depends. I would say at least 10 to 15 I'd shoot for, but it's definitely who's getting it up, because I can tell when someone with a ton of followers or who's constantly posting on Instagram, because people are always watching their story. And it definitely helps when you have people post who are always filling up their stories. So sometimes I'll just message, you know, girls who are always on Instagram. I'll say, hey, would you just put up this post for me? Like, that would be so awesome. I'd appreciate it so much. And they'll just throw it up on their story and like, oh, no problem, because it's only up for 24 hours. So it's like nothing for them to put it up. And then I'll start getting messages, opportunity. I'm like, yep, that's from her.
That's her. Yeah. So Darla asked, how do you keep track of the people interested when they post on their story? So you just have your Instagram handle on it, and they just message you, right? And you keep track of it that way?
Yeah, so I'll put my handle on there, and then what I'll do actually to have people, like, to have them keep me organized in the Instagram app. On a post on the far right hand side, there's like a little flag, and you can save a post. And I make a folder that says like January host a post, and then I'll do like potential distributors, or PLCs, whatever, and then I'll just add them to that folder. So then at the end of the month, I can just go back and go to, you know, the PDTs who posted for me. And in the message, it'll say, you know, they mentioned you in your story. So I know, okay, they got the post up for me. And that stays there. And then I'll enter their name in our giveaway or whatever.
Okay. So do you have a specific way of staying organized with keeping track of your potentials? Like the people that message you opportunity or message you from your stories or whatever?
Yeah, so I write them all down. I think actually, I got a sheet from a team page, and I think you uploaded it. It was a long time ago, but it's just a sheet that says PDTs, PLCs, host to posts, and it's cut in half. So one day's on the top, one day's on the bottom, one sheet, and that's all it is. And I just write the names down on a sheet. It's super simple. It's nothing complicated. I am not like a super organized person, so I can't have anything, you know, writing tons of stuff down. I just, you know, PLC, PDT, that's it. If I need to follow up with them, I'll write right next to it what day I need to follow up, and I'll write it in a planner. But it's nothing like crazy.
Yeah. You guys, there's no system of following up or organizing that's like the perfect way. Whenever somebody on my team asks me like, oh, like what's the best way for me to stay organized and follow up with people? I'm like, whatever way you're going to do. Because you can use the sheet that Alyssa uses or use the system that I uses. But if it doesn't make sense to your brain and you're not going to utilize it, then it doesn't matter how effective it is for us. So you have to figure out, like, if you're a pen and paper person, like you like written lists, don't try to use a digital planner. That's not going to work for you. Just because someone, it works for them, it doesn't matter. It has to work for you. So we're kind of going back and forth, and that's fine. I'm just like bouncing around. How do you like follow people, and do you have a specific way of getting most of them to follow back or a system for that, or do you just kind of go for it?
Yeah, so I love following people on Instagram. That's like one of my favorite things to do, just because you can follow so many cool people. So what I'll do is I'll go to that Discover page, the little magnifying glass. I'll go to that on my Instagram. I do that every day to follow people. I never used to do that, but then I figured out that if you start searching things through to the Discover page, Instagram will filter it to things that you like. So right now not right now, but I'm into, you know, Western fashion, agriculture, obviously, all kinds of baby stuff. So moms, and Instagram filters it. So every day I'm just clicking on different people's pages. I'll go to their page and I'll make sure they're not like a huge influencer or anything. And I guess if they are, I'll just go to their most recent post. And then I'll go, you know, I'll make sure their last post was in the last 24 to 48 hours. Because if they haven't posted in a while, then it's not going to do me any good, because the people who like the post weren't active recently either. You know, I don't know that. So I want to make sure I'm getting a post that's, you know, relatively soon, like they haven't posted too long ago. And then go to the likes on that post, and I'll just go through and add the people that I want to add. And I just sometimes look at their profile picture and make sure, you know, I don't add a lot of men. I try to add women, you know, my age range. If I see kids in their profile, I'm going to add those. But I'm always looking for people who have similar interests as me. So I'm probably not going to add someone who lives in like a big city who's, you know, a model, or, you know, something super random, because it doesn't, like, they're not going to want to follow me. I'm going to, you know, follow someone who's into agriculture, who's into horses, who's into, you know, Western fashion, what I'm interested in, because they're not going to, like I said, follow me back if they're not. And a majority of people do follow me back, that I send friend requests to, because we have similar interests. That's the main thing. Follow people who you have interests with. Search, if you like, you know, dogs or anything, search the breed of dogs you like, and then use a hashtag, and then go see who like those and add those people.
Yeah. So I love that you said that, because you have to follow people that are going to connect with you, because even if they follow you back, if they can't connect with you on some level, they'll just unfollow you. So you have to be like, if you're going to be smart with it, you have to follow the people that are going to make sense to you. So like for me, I'm not following a bunch of moms right now because they can't relate to a 24-year-old who's engaged. Like that's just not, you can't really, like that doesn't match. So you have to figure it out. So like I follow a lot of brides right now because they can all understand the craziness of planning a wedding. But an 18-year-old might be like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like you have to know what your niche is and live there. Like it's okay wherever you are, just live there. So do you interact on Instagram, and how, and do you have a system?
Yes. So I don't have a system. I feel like I don't have a system for anything. I wing everything. But I just make sure I do it. And that's the thing. Every day I'm interacting with people. So, and my thing is questions. I tell my distributors this all the time. Ask questions. Even if you're just commenting on a post, ask a question at the end. If you see someone's dog, say, what breed of dog is that? I love dogs. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. What kind of dog is it? Even if, you don't not necessarily care, but I mean, people love and they feel so good when you want to know, you think their dog's cute. That makes someone feel so good. Or, you tell someone their kid's cute. People love that. Just giving genuine comments and always saying more than one or two words, because one or two words in a comment is not going to do anything for you. So make sure they're genuine. And like I said, ask questions. So if you see a girl wearing this cute skirt, say, oh my gosh, I love your skirt. That is so cute on you. Where did you get that from? Or send her a message and just say, hey, where'd you get your skirt from in your last post or whatever. I always send messages to people asking where they got their clothes. And then I'll write it down because then I'll go search there for, people to add to my network, because if I like it, they'll probably like my feed as well.
Yeah.
So, just asking questions, messaging people from their stories. If they are making something, something for supper, asking for the recipe or something, just something so simple, but don't overthink it. I feel like people don't know how to interact and they get scared of it, but people love when you give them comments and stuff, like I said. So don't be afraid to, reach out to people and ask them where they got something or where they're from or whatever.
Yeah, you guys, I love that you like don't be afraid of it, because I remember when I was first getting started, like everyone was like, "Oh, like you have to interact, you have to interact." I'm like, "What the heck do I say?" And you guys, like it doesn't need to be this like super intense compliment that's like, "Wow, your skin tone is just whatever." Like it doesn't need to be that intense. Guys, I messaged someone yesterday like off of her story, and I was like, "Oh my god, that lip color is so cute. What is it?" And she told me the lip color, and she's like, "Can you tell me more about what you do, though? I've been watching, I've been afraid to message you." You never know if the person you're going to interact with is going to be like, okay, like, here's my in. Now I can talk to her. Because even if you know yourself, like, you're just this plain whatever person, like, you're not this crazy person that's super hard to get in touch with. When you talk about like the life that you have and whatever, people might be intimidated to message you. So if you message them and give them a genuine compliment, like, oh my god, your lip color is so cute, or I love your shirt, or whatever, that can open it up for them to be like, oh, can you tell me more about this, or can you tell me about your coffee, or whatever. Interacting opens up so many doors. And if you're not interacting, not only are you not opening up those doors, but they're not going to see your posts as much if you're not interacting with them, because your name isn't going to pop up in their heads or in their feeds. So you have to be interacting. The last question that I have, unless if anyone else has questions, put them in the chat. The only other question that someone had for you was, do you message on Instagram? And if you do, who do you message and what do you message for?
Yeah, so I do a lot of most of my messages are on Instagram. I do some on Facebook, but mainly Instagram. I always message people on my stories. So if they view my story about, the keto coffee, I'll just send them a message and say, hey, seen you view my story about the coffee I drink. Are you interested? Something so simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Even if someone, if they watch my story about the business opportunity, I'll message them and just say, same thing. Hey, seen you view my story about what I do. Are you interested? And you would be so surprised how many people are like, yeah, actually I am. Can you tell me a little bit more? Those I have been sending. I wouldn't say I don't ever cold message, if I've never interacted with them before. Unless I see someone who has so much potential, I'm like, okay, your page is amazing, like I have to message you. But I'll just send a random message and say, hey, I know this is, super random, but and I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually able to stay home with my daughter because of what I do from my phone. And I know it never hurts to ask, if anyone needs extra income. It could be for moms, college students, whatever. So let me know if you're interested. I would love to share more with you. And just so simple, like you don't even have to ask for a response or anything, but just putting it out there for them.
Yeah, I watched a video today about Tiffany Her, and I want to know, you guys, so she said, if you were asked to join this business, instead of you asking them, put a 1 in the chat. If someone brought it up to you versus you going to them, put a 1 in the chat. None of you guys? Well, I was asked. I didn't ask someone. She asked me. Well, anyways, on her Zoom, there was a lot of people that said that they were asked. So, but you guys, like, she said that she ends all of her messages saying, like, figured it wouldn't hurt to ask, let me know if you want some more info. Make it super casual. Don't make it this super thing, like don't sound like a robot. Like, hi, my name is Courtney. I'm an influencer for blah, 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 blah. Like, just be a person. Like, it doesn't need to be this. There's no magic script. There's no magic verbiage. It's just sending out the messages. So does anyone else have any other questions for her about anything Instagram-wise? Or is there anything else that you feel like you want to share to help people with anything?
I guess don't be afraid to reach out to people and to interact with people. That's what Instagram's for. I mean, interacting and meeting new people. People aren't going to think you're super weird and, scary for messaging them. Like, it's okay. It's social media. I love meeting people on Instagram. I've met so many friends who haven't even ordered products from me, who aren't distributors, but they're just friends on Instagram that I've met. And I know eventually one day, they are going to join the business with me. They're going to need the business. They're going to need the products or something. And it's so fun, you guys. Instagram is such a creative outlet, and you can just do so many cool things with it for your business. So don't be afraid to, try something new and post a video of you, like I said, making your coffee or reaching out or posting something vulnerable, because people want to see real, genuine things, not just the highlight reels all the time.
Yeah. Someone said, how long do you wait to reach out to people once you follow them?
I guess it depends. I try to interact with them first before I reach out to them. Some people, I will if I follow them and, like I said, they have a really good page and I think they'd be really good at this. I'll message them, and sometimes, I don't even use script. Sometimes I just send a message and say, hey, I know this is, like I said, super random, but I just think you'd be really good at what I do. And I'll just leave it at that. And then sometimes, they'll say, well, what do you do? Or I would love more info, and they'll go stalk my page, because then I see like, and they like all your pictures, and now you have a new follower. So it's okay to message, send a cold message out, as long as you're genuine and you're not just sending a script to someone just to send them a script. And if you haven't, looked at their page or whatever.
Yeah, I think just like as long as you've interacted with them and it's not like, oh, I followed you and now 5 minutes later I'm going to message you. I think other than that, take the pressure off yourself. It's not like, okay, I have to wait 30 days and then it's okay to message them. Because other than if someone follows me today, I don't know when they followed me. Like, people, and this is probably my red, and don't take this in the wrong way, you guys, but like, you aren't that special that people are like, okay, Courtney followed me on the 23rd of January. Like, nobody remembers, okay? Nobody cares. Like, nobody's like, okay, she followed me today. I'm going to see how long it takes. Like, they know you followed them in the past hour, and then after that, they forget. So just like interact, make yourself known on their page, and then it's fine. They won't know if you've been friends with them on there for a week or a year. Like, just be you, be genuine, interact with people, be a friend, and I think it'll take you guys very far. So thank you so much for taking time out of your night, Alyssa. You are so helpful. I hope to see you Saturday when you come to church. Yeah. She's coming to right by me, and she's going to see Stephen Furtick with me. I'm so excited. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I will try to put this up on my YouTube tonight, and that's it. So hope you guys have a good night. Bye.